goes out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give it to the people, spread it across the country.
Here we go back, this is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Here we go back, this is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
Now, can I kick it? Thank you, yeah. I'm so damn grateful. I grew up really wanna go fronts, but that's what you get when Wu-Tang raised you. Y'all can't stop me. Go hard like I got an 808 in my heartbeat. And I'm eating at the beat like it gave a little to a great white shark on shark week. Raw, time to go off, gone. Deuces goodbye. I got a world to see. And my girl.
Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC, between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. Neither team got the start to the season that they wanted. Let's see who can right the ship as Week 2 gets underway. Ooh, this kick is not good at all. Out of bounds it goes. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's carry now. This is Bashal Tootin. And they've got a first down. Give him a gain of 13 on that previous play.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Now run again with Tootin. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every whole home run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Tootin. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence. Getting this throw is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. No time to make that pass. Lucky he got rid of it at all, but it's 4th down. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nick starting with a pass. Short pass brought in. Now here he goes down the right sideline. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Sent right down the middle and good. They jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Broncos 7, Jaguars 0.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Return starts from the goal line. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10, and they're on 17-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. On play action now, Lawrence gets everything he has under this one. Wanted to get it to Thomas, but it's intercepted. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Lawrence's pass intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Now Nix. Catch made right side by Coleman. Getting close, and a hit really forced him to that sideline. Not before he picked up 24. And that'll earn the Broncos a new set of downs. Well, you love when you can go from 1st down to 1st down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that, and it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Here's Nix to throw. Mims with the grab. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Great start on that 1st down. Only need 2 here on 2nd. First carry of the game for the rookie out of Washington. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Third down, a run by Dobbins. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. And they sure were dug in. They were ready for the run there, just like the play before it, Brock. Got him stopped short.
And more than likely they knew a run was coming, but that doesn't take anything away from their effort to make the stop. That just defensively is awesome.
Here we go with Dobbins. And he gets home. Touchdown Broncos. J.K. Dobbins, 14 yards. Extra point try now from Lutz. No issues, Brock, as he knocks this one through. It's a 14-0 game here early.
Jaguars nothing.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Return starts from the goal line. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Tootin up the middle. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Lawrence now on second down. He's got a man left. Down here after a gain of about 14 yards, it looks like. That's going to give them the first.
A gain of 14. And the Jaguar first down.
Lawrence to throw it. He gets this to Harold Fannin Jr. complete. Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Now it's Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. Working and finally forced to that sideline. So call that a gain of about 28. And that is a Jacksonville first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. He works it down to the edge of the red zone. Alex Singleton makes the tackle. Working quickly here.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Second down give to Tootin. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. They're going to read at the line.
And it's 3rd down.
Third and long for him here. And he loses control, and that one's going to fall to the ground, Brock. Needed to bring that in. Instead, the mistake means it's 4th down.
Hey, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
That's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good. Wide left. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but That's exactly what happened.
Here's Coleman from the pistol. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Next to throw on second. Yeah, the defensive pressure messes up that release. Pass falls to the ground. It is incomplete. It's third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Thrown right, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They've got first down here from the 36. Lawrence now off the play action. Throw left side, finds Fannin. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Defender meeting him at the catch point and breaking up that catch. Incomplete, that brings up third down.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Let's see how that last incompletion affects this third down call. Lawrence in the pistol. Complete beyond the marker. Hit there, driven out of bounds. Gain of about 8 before it. And it's going to be first down Jaguars.
We call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Offense is set. First and 10. Working inside the red zone. There's a screen for Tootin. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Being limited to a couple.
Like much on the stat sheet, this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Second down, it's Lawrence. This one's caught. He's going to score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Harold Fannin from 16 out. Cam Little to try the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that cuts the lead to 7.
14. Jaguars 7. Cam Little, the kickoff.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Nick's looking to throw. Brought in right side. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. We've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Broncos out in front. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Throwing here, Nix. Gets it through, the contact at the catch point forces that incompletion. Nearly had it over the middle. Instead, just 3rd down now.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got Sutton complete. And he has him almost 30 yards on a big play. 1st down coming up.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it, adding all the extra yardage.
Out of the gun, Coleman. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
Hand off to Coleman from the gun. That play picks up about 6 yards as he stopped. And that's going to give the Broncos a 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Nick's now to throw. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. At the 20. Gets the 10. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Jacksonville. On his Little for the extra point. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Back to the air, Nix after the pick. The throw finds Evan Ingram. They track him down finally as this play goes for about 20. That's going to be 1st down, Denver.
That's good for Broncos.
One play in Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They run the counter with Dobbins. Into the 2nd level past the 30. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches.
Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. Oh, the Jags got it.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down...
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Throwing on second, Nix. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And give him a gain of about 6 before he steps out of bounds. It's going to bring up third down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
To the air on third and long. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Travis Hunter. And the Jaguars tap it as he records the first interception of his young career.
At their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Pat Surtain has it.
Lawrence's pass intercepted. The Broncos take over first and 10.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Handoff goes to Dobbins, running left. Racing towards the corner, and he's across. Touchdown, Denver. J.K. Dobbins brought one back earlier and now takes one across.
You know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little jump, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Jaguars 13.
Kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. Now, no real answers for that one. I can't imagine you would do that intentionally for any reason. Can you? Yeah, no, but some excellent field position awarded for that kick out of bounds. From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Looking to throw. He's under pressure, and he's not going to get away. They take him down at the 30. Offensive line fast.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
Lawrence to throw on second down. Connection made to Isaac Garindo. And he's halted in after about a 6-yard pickup. The stop made at the 36.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Lawrence throwing here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. Now Nix. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. This goes big, 25 yards before that tackle is made. And that'll earn the Broncos a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play.
First and 10 here for Nix. And he's up over 150 yards passing thanks to that previous completion. Find the right side with Coleman. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
On second down, Nix. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And he will not get back to the line, so he goes out of bounds, loses about a yard. It's third down.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, his big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
That's going to end up an incomplete pass. Not on the quarterback there. That pass was dropped. It's fourth down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Fights his way through a tackle. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tootin. Good work by this offense as they get about 20 on the play before the defense stops them. And that's going to earn the Jags a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Jacksonville.
First and 10 now from the 46. Inside give here for Tootin. Still going past the 40. And he's down all the way to the 30. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down. Well, he's got his early highlights, Brock, but you know he wants to add a few more to that reel before this game wraps up.
There's no question about that. You want to get that century mark. That's a number that running backs are proud of. And stacking runs like that will sure help.
Stop is made. First down coming up. It's a gain of 11. Partner, I know we don't see this as much in this sports, but in the other one I call basketball, this feels like the perfect time to use a timeout because this defense is getting worked the last couple of plays.
Yeah, somehow, some way, you've got to interrupt this momentum. You've got to respond and stop the bleeding. Somebody on this defense is going to rise to the occasion.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door.
In trouble here, and he's not going to get away. They bring him down at the 22. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Third and long for him here. Wants his hit, the ball is loose. But the Jaguars get back on top of loose football. They're keeping possession. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Cam Little getting the call on 4th down here to put 3 up for the Jaguars. A 49-yarder in front of him here. Little knocks it through. And that gets them back within 5.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Finds a seam down the middle. They get him to the ground, but boy, they gained about 25 before they did. And that's going to give the Broncos a first down. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Catch made right side by Coleman. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here's Nix on 1st and 10. And he has eclipsed 200 passing yards, and we haven't even reached halftime yet. On the give, Coleman. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against him.
Now a timeout call, still just 4 seconds left in the half. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. This from 40 on the right hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And our first half ends with 3 points. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. A give to Dobbins to start the third. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
So many of the D tackles in the league today, Kate, at some point in their background were edge rushers before they maybe outgrew that position. But they've got an explosiveness, a get-off, and it leads to stops like that.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. There's a handoff to Coleman. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
This is Ingram working the left side. Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards.
And the Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Coleman taking it straight ahead. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis.
That might not look like a lot, but that's some veteran stuff from the rookie runner right there. That kind of gain in the NFL, that's a win. May not be in high school, you may want to hit the big play, but those singles, they turn into doubles, and they matter at this level.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Johnny Tavai ranging in for the stop.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Here's a give up the middle to Coleman. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Nix. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion. 1st and 10 here for Nix. He is close. He is right near 250 yards passing after that last play. Running here with Coleman. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Here's Coleman. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And it's dropped off for Dobbins. This is going to go for a gain of 6, but it's not enough. Defense doesn't let him get past that. It's 4th down.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
Here's Nix. And they pick him off again. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
It's a turnover on downs.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Running from the pistol, it's Tootin. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. Kind of more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Lawrence now on 2nd down. Hits his running back. The stop is made. Defense drives him out after a gain of about 13. And that is a Jacksonville 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Lawrence in the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get about 3 here, almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. At the
Running back motions right. Working on 2nd down. Lawrence into the hands of his running back, Tootin. And he's going to be out of bounds after picking up a handful on that play. Moves him a little closer. It's 3rd down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Work by the defender affecting that pass. It's going to bring around 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Putting a receiver in motion. Going on 4th, here's Lawrence. And they don't get the catch they need there. That hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Here's Coleman on the carry. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Coleman trying the left side. Up the sideline, past the 40. And he's finally brought down over the 48. They got 21 yards on the play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
And the Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Nick's looking to throw. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And they make the tackle at the 38. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. This will give here to Dobbins. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Stopped by Foye Oluokun.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Here's Dobbins again on 2nd down. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in the phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did. Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact separated the man from ball.
Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. But I do see a flag out there. Let's see what the call is. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. You've got to be smarter than that, Brock. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that's going to give them a first down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Broncos with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing Stidham. And that hit breaks up the catch, takes us to 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To the air with Stidham. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And they get to him before he can get to the line. Defensive effort there, capping the gain to 5 yards. It's not enough. It is 4th down. Here comes Will Lutz. A lot riding on this field goal try. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late. It puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
On the return, the Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Tootin up the middle. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, knocked down that runner.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Throw left side, finds Fannin. A lot of mess on the move here. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
Tootin on 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd down, it's Lawrence.
8-yard line.
Headed out right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
There he is on 3rd and short. Nose caught. And he's going to win the race to the corner. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Offense and Lawrence getting ready for this 2-point try.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point
All right, they're going to throw for it. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in. The lead only a field goal now.
Broncos 27, Jaguars 24. Cam Little to kick off for the
Brawley
Jaguars.
set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Oh, wow. He mishit that one. The unfortunate mistake. Excellent field position. All right, 1st and 10, going heavy to the right side here, 3 tight ends. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. He gets a lone yard at 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's Stidham to throw. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
To the air on third and long. They did it! He made the interception! And the Jaguars have some new life in the fourth!
Intercepted by the Jaguars. They'll take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Hand off to Tootin. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin his drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
At the 20-yard line.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to hook this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. All right, so trailing right now. Looking up at the scoreboard, Brock. Can't afford to be too picky, but it did look like getting rid of that football was the right call there.
Yeah, you live to play another day. Now, the key is you've got to take advantage of this day to come.
Third down, Lawrence to throw. And that throw's broken up, incomplete. It looked like he had it until that hit arrived. It's going to be 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Oh, he missed it! The pressure got to him on that short attempt. And the deficit remains unchanged here in the fourth.
Kate, he's going to need a lot of support from his teammates after that one because he knows it. Everybody knows it. The game may have rested on that try, and that'll be one that's tough not to dwell on.
They pitch it to him. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Butkus, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuck in the run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9. Stidham now. That one finds his man, Ingram. Big play before they get to him. That one's going to pick up about 23. It's going to be first down, Denver.
That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run. It's Coleman. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the fourth.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. Defense gets to him, shells him out, gained him about 16 before they did so. And that'll earn the Broncos a new set of downs.
Good offenses, okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him out in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Hand off to Coleman from the gun. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7. And I'll tell you what, Bronco, very valuable pickup there on first down. Not flashy, but valuable. They just got to keep this football moving.
And you know what it does? It just keeps them on schedule. And any OC in this league is going to be good with a 7-yard gain on first down, especially here in the final frame.
Second down coming from Stidham. And he's going to be brought down back at the 34-yard line. Luke Ororo. And now it's going to be 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
And understandably, they're happy to just let this clock run down to our 2-minute warning. Broncos holding on to a field goal lead. Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. Stidham looking to pass. And this time he's not going to be able to hang on. Far from his first look on this series, Brock, but he's drawing some extra attention as a result. That hit is going to force 4th down. Here comes Will Lutz, a lot riding on this field goal try. Will try to connect on a 50-yarder. Oh, this is going to be close, and it's no good. He hooked it too far left. And their lead will remain unchanged in the 4th.
Surely not something they're too pleased about down on the field. But, Kate, with that miss, we got a lot of juice. We got an opportunity here to see a field goal and a chance to take this game to overtime.
Setting up to pass. Here's a screen for Tootin. And we'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line.
4 yards on the pickup.
Second down give to Tootin. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line.
Tackle made at his 48.
Throwing now. It's caught. Fannin has it. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. A clutch moment for a massive play. 30 yards.
First down.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Inside give here for Tootin. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust,
yeah.
Right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Tootin. They're backed up. Not the stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
Looking to throw it. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
They're officially left now clinging to one final lifeline. And for me, you know the situation. Players, not plays. Get your best player the ball on the most critical down of the game.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute.
A.T. Perry. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good. So they take the lead, and that extra point buys them a little bit of breather room here, partner. The field goal doesn't tie it now.
27. Cam Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Running by his back, Dobbins. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Throwing on second down, Stidham. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent. When you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Here he is to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Back to throw. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down. Completion. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Here's Stidham on second down. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Looking with the pick into the red zone. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Broncos 27.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Harvey now to return it. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This could be our last, maybe second to last snap here. Stidham coming back after the pick. This is Ingram. Look at the left side. Taken down after a quality gain, though, 15 yards. And that's going to give the Broncos a first down. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in a game that's already decided. This will be the final play of the game. Here he goes, one final shot. Finds Dobbins with the dump off. There's the tackle, but the damage already done. Give him about 23 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.